judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the 3 rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to... Here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
First time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They go to Johnson again. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here's Manuel, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee to kick this one away for Cleveland. Back deep. For the Steelers, Antonio Brown. With it is Brown. Whoosh. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Man, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And that is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And 4th down coming up. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns defense getting ready. And last time out they got scored against, their offense hasn't given them any help to this point. So maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice, not critical at this stage of the game, but one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive, let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Manuel to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Javon Hargrave with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. And the young Bucks should... that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll take this one. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And unless this is a quick... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. Oh, look at the juke. Still on his feet. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They juked him. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. That first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Manuel, and he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Manuel underneath for Johnson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
He's got time. He's looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Richardson, what a spin. Stiff-armed him. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Look at the spin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Let's go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. In the red zone this time. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take...
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand.
Offside, defense.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for two. Now Manuel will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Well, Charles, the forecast.
Welcome to the NFL.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one. One tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go! Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Red zone up. Opportunity.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. You do. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down, Rivers. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
They go again with Oliver. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A give to the former Houston Cougar, Kenneth Farrow. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They go play action. Rivers. And that's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Red 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end. That's James. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the score.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Stephon Tuitt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On the run, it's Oliver. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They run it here with Oliver. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage? And
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Hill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So we come upon... Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. Hey, I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Room here to run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the scramble. 30 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Richardson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run again with Richardson. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
The gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things.
And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Brandon Oliver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking sideline, incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Uses the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll set up a throw. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
How did he stay on his feet? And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Boswell for the extra point. Play clock winding down. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Push it back. Good. 380.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a San Diego first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Oliver that time. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. And Tammy with it over the middle. Mike McCoy rolls the dice, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The play clock's running down. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Let's go!
And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. One receiver left, that's Allen. A first down throw here for Rivers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a San Diego first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, Rivers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. To the air again here, Rivers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rivers on first down. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rivers now, the throw on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rivers now. He's got time in the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Rivers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Try the right side here. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets Gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for...
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a... Bought it in Nashville, then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Key to tight end.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Winston. Surveying the field. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, he shifts past him. Great blocking. Nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose. Brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go! Brian 38!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Here we go!
Back to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happens. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. 3rd down here. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Winston. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And, wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
James has got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
On 2nd down, Martin. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Jameis to throw it. He was looking there for Reuben Randall. Now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw, Winston. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Jameis now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on second down.
Ready. Blue wave. Let's go.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Martin. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. 1-9.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. On the run. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Martin, and he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead it. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Winston. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth.
Double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down. Come on, let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. White 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Oh, the spin. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now Jameis on second down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Stiff-armed him. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the counter, here's Bell. He finds some open field here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The story.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old Hank. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain. in the sun or in the rain. It's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out on that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them on the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight